So welcome everyone. I think before Nyambura takes over the screen and takes us through what she has to share with us today, I just want to, of course, welcome every one of us to this training. I think it's one of the most critical trainings that we have today. Uh, and so I think that this is a turning point. Actually, from last week, from Wednesday, the training that we had on Wednesday on social media, how to use social media to be able to do our business and so on, I think were very critical, eye-opening trainings that we had. And I believe that we are reviewing those particular trainings that we have had over this time. So tonight also is going to be a very, very interesting training that we are going to have. And I would like you to, each one of us, to have your notebooks and your pen and paper, all right, ready to start writing the notes tonight on what we need to do. And then I just want to mention something about prices. I know today there was a slight pullback, of course, on the currencies that we are dealing in, and probably I just want to mention something about the pricing, how pricing happens within the space that we are in, so that people basically understand this particular space. And we talk about this more specifically when we have a member training. So I just want to highlight this point. Let me just share, get one page here. Let me get this. Okay. One second. Yeah. So so today I just want to share this briefly. So today you can see Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Binance, and generally all the currencies, all the cryptocurrencies had some kind of pullback today. In fact, the only one that did not pull back is Elon Musk's coin, the Dogecoin. All right. And I don't know whether some of you had seen what they had done. It had actually done almost 300%. Actually almost 400% in the last 7 days. But today it has pulled back almost 110% in a single day. All right. So you can actually see from almost 400 is back to about 200% still in the positive, but it has pulled back. So what I just wanted to see, and you can actually see the graphs on the right-hand side here. I don't know whether you can see my screen. By the way, if you can see my screen, just type in 111. I just want to say this briefly before I give Queen Nyambura to take us through the training for tonight. So I don't want to take a lot of time. So if you can hear my voice and see the screen that I'm showing you, just type in there 111. Just for me to know that everyone is catching up with what I'm saying. Okay, 111. Great. Who is that? That is Ayuma. Thank you. Yeah. So I just wanted to mention this, that it is normal for all assets to pull back once in a while. So no one at any time should feel a bit of apprehension or concern and say, what is happening to the cryptocurrencies? There's nothing happening. In fact, I think the biggest pullback that we had with these coins was in 2017, all right? When it pulled back from 2 million Kenya shilling for Bitcoin all the way to 300,000. All right, from 2 million Kenya shillings, for one, it pulled back to almost 300,000 Kenyan shilling. So never, ever get concerned when there is a pullback. The other thing that I want to mention is that in Forsage, the smart contract that we are doing, you earn so much money that any pullback can never threaten the amount of money that you make. Imagine one single person that you sign up, one, gives you 100%, meaning that for you to lose your money, the currency has to pull back 100%. 100% means what? It goes to zero, all right? Meaning that Ethereum, for example, or Binance for that purpose will go to zero, as in value zero, all right? And of course, you know that there can never be such a situation, all right? So when we are doing the smart contract, we earn so much money that it doesn't matter where the price is. It doesn't matter whether there's a pullback or whatever. So in fact, when you see a pullback, it is just giving you an additional chance to maybe acquire more coins or acquire more position, or help your team members to come in easier at a cheaper price, all right? And when they go up, we are also happy. Why? Because our assets are appreciating in value. So for us who are doing the smart contract, any pullback or any expansion in the price, whichever direction it takes, we are in the money. Unlike traders, if we were traders and we were on one side of the coin, then we would be worried when the market moves against us. But when we are doing a smart contract, the market can never be against us. Whether it's going up, our assets are appreciating. When it is going down, it gives us a better opportunity to acquire more. So I just wanted to clear that. And then another thing that I wanted to mention briefly is, if I can get into Binance here and just tell you what people have been doing in this particular space. All right, I just want to show you what has been happening on Binance briefly, and then you would be able to understand what I'm talking about. All right, so I just want to show you what Kenyans have been doing when the crypto markets were going down. They actually were buying cryptos like there is no tomorrow. So I just wanted to show you this because this caught my attention today. This one caught my attention today when I just looked at Binance pricing today in the cryptocurrency world. So just let me just load in this, and if you can see again my screen, you can let me know. This. So just get ready, Nyambura. I just want to give you the microphone just now. I just want to just stress this point because I think it's so critical that we understand what happens in this space. All right, it looks like it's just taking a little bit longer to load this. Okay. All right, there it is. Now it has come down slightly, but in the morning, if somebody had seen the screen that I had given a little bit earlier, the Kenya shilling rate to the dollar, to the USDT, was 121. Even right now where it is, 117.97. The price of the Kenya shilling had gone to the roof. Why has that happened? Because a lot of Kenyans were spending Kenya shilling to buy cryptocurrency, meaning that people were taking advantage of the low prices of cryptocurrencies at the moment. All right, they were taking advantage of the cryptocurrency drop in prices, and even right now, these prices of the Kenya shillings are extremely high. If you know, like on Friday, these prices were even as low as 111.9. Okay, 112. You could actually buy dollars at 112. But right now, 117, and I think these are the lowest since today. All right. So I just wanted to highlight that it's good for us, especially those of us who are doing the smart contract. We make money both ways, whether the market is going up or whether the market is going down. We are always in profit. We are always in profit, a lot of profit. So thank you so much for listening to my sentiments. I just want to, again, I'm so proud to be associated with leaders like Nyambura and Shiro, who can do great research and come up with training that can assist us and help us to propel ourselves forward. And today I am ready, pen and paper, to write each and every word that our team leaders here are helping us to do. So without much waste of time, I am so proud to be able to introduce to us Nyambura Maina, a seasoned banker, a successful banker in her career, and also now in marketing and so on, and now in cryptocurrency. In fact, she is now the queen of crypto. All right. So today, from today onwards, we will refer to her as the queen of crypto. So, queen of crypto, welcome.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Thank you so much, JKK. First of all, I want to appreciate you for those very powerful highlights. Personally, I've had several questions from some of our members here. Just wondering exactly what's going on with the price. Of course, because when they look at their back office yesterday, the balances were pretty high compared to the dollar. So just helping us really appreciate that we actually stand a better chance to gain, because now we can get more people on board to buy these assets when they're much cheaper. That is knowledge that we do not take for granted. And guys, we should be so grateful to be in this amazing team where we have expertise like JKK. This guy was a treasurer for a commercial bank. We need to mine that knowledge and use it to our advantage. And we are so grateful because JKK is so selfless. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it. So yeah, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I'm going to basically just take us through what we already went through on Wednesday. Shiro took her time. She researched on our behalf. She put up an amazing training on basically how we can leverage on social media, and she reminded us the reason why we need to be our presence need to be felt and seen on social media. And basically the main reason is because sometimes you might just sit there and thinking you know nobody to talk to in this business. Sometimes you feel like the people you know, when you tell them about what you're doing, they may not pay much attention because they're thinking, oh, we know you are a hustler. What can you be telling us? And that is so common and that is so normal to us. So Shiro helped us to realize that there is such a big untapped potential out there that all we need to do is to harness its potential. So tonight, I'm not going to repeat what Shiro took us through. Maybe what I would request is at this point, maybe Shiro, I'm not very sure if you had shared the PowerPoint presentation with the guys in the team. Maybe if you hadn't done that, you can share it so that those who are not able to attend but I think JKK shared a live recording. Is that true, JKK? Absolutely, yeah. So there was even a live recording. So if you're on this call and you are not in the training on on Wednesday, you've lost nothing. Please go back to that training that was done by Shiro on Wednesday and just listen to what she had to say. So tonight, I'm basically just going to give us a step-by-step action point on what we need to do, because Some of these trainings are not necessarily theoretical. If we don't put them into practice, then we may not be able to gain much. But I just want to be sure that you guys can hear me and you can see my screenshot. JKK, you can just nod. I think I'm seeing you. If you can hear me and you can see me, oh, thank you very much. So I'll try. I know it's a Sunday evening, and tomorrow people will be waking up to go to work and go to wherever else they plan to do. So I'm going to try and focus on three aspects of social media today, and why we really need to be seen and felt there. But most importantly, I want you, just like JKK said, please have a pen and a paper, because I'm just going to give you some tips that you need to make sure are incorporated in your journey of going into social media. And we're going to look at how exactly do we live our do we get an entry into the social media, and how do we make our presence there felt. So I'm going to first of all look at Facebook. I have only 3 steps that I'm going to look at tonight. And the first step is to help us appreciate why we need to create a Facebook account. And I know you might be thinking, duh, I have a Facebook account. All of us do. But my question to you is, when you look at your Facebook account tonight, with regards to the business you're doing, how is it adding value? Is there anybody who can go to your Facebook account today and look at it and say, woo, whatever JK is doing, I want to do it? If you're like me, most probably the answer is a no. Why? Because of maybe the content that I have been sharing on Facebook, it has nothing to do with what I do or what I want to communicate to the world. So we want to extend grace to ourselves and say, we need to create a Facebook account that is going to put us out there and put us in the presence of the people we are interested in. Now, first and foremost, just like Shiro told us, today there are over 2.8 billion users of Facebook. Now, think about that number for a minute. 2.8 billion people. If you feel like you don't know who to talk to, have you imagined that there are 2.8 billion people out there that you can reach out to? Now, I want you to create a Facebook account that is specifically dedicated to this business. And the one thing that you need to think about and take your time and critically think about your new Facebook account is, what exactly is the name that you're going to give your Facebook account? Now, JKK has told you, my new Facebook account is called the Queen of Cryptos. There's somebody else called Queen of Cryptos. So mine is called the Queen of Cryptos. And why did I choose that? Because I don't know. I just love the title Queen. It works for me. Keraitha can tell you, it worked in the past. It's going to work now. It's my brand name. And when I'm thinking about that name, I'm thinking, what do I want people to think about me? If they come across that title, what do I want to go through their mind? First and foremost, I want them to capture the word cryptos, okay? Because we're in the space of cryptocurrencies. So I want you to carefully think about your new Facebook page and ask, what will it exactly communicate to the people you want to attract on your Facebook page? Number 2, ask yourself, is there in a way that name, if that name was just mentioned randomly, is there a way somebody would want to check you out? Okay, like what would make somebody get attracted to that page by just thinking about that name? Then you have to carefully consider your target audience. And this, guys, is so important. Now, I was watching a video by Jeremy James, and I know a lot of us today know who Jeremy James is. And one of the things that stood out for me is he said, most of us will put our profiles out there as entrepreneurs. You could be an author like Florence Wanyonyi, who is on this call, who has authored a book. You put maybe your Facebook page something to do with you've authored a book or you're an author or something. But the content that you're posting on your Facebook page has nothing to do with authoring a book. So if you want to attract other authors, or you want to attract people who can buy your books, you must think about them. Who are they? What do you think would be of interest to them? The other thing, and I loved it because Shiro brought it out very well, please appreciate that these creators of these social media accounts like Facebook or IG or whatever else, they profile you. They profile you based exactly on what you post on your page. So if you're the kind of a person who likes to print things like where you last went, the last place you visited, or who you were with, which clothes you are wearing, you are going to attract people who are just interested in seeing what clothes you are wearing. And how does that pay you? So carefully think about your audience. Then post content that specifically tells your audience what you want them to hear. That I cannot overemphasize. Now, I'm not a technical person, but I felt that those are three very, very critical things that if you don't think about, may not, your Facebook page may not add any value. And at this point in time, we want to be able to do things that pay us, things that add value to our lives. Now, I want to show you, just 1 minute. I want to show you very simple steps of how you can add a business Facebook page, because you might be here and thinking, oh, do I need to now create another different Facebook account, blah, blah, blah. We do not want, first of all, to lose your identity. You already have an identity that is known on Facebook. So what we want you to do is add another account that will help Facebook link you up with all your other social media accounts, because the audience you already have on your personal profile, you still want them to check out your business page. And so the easiest, let me show you a very simple action step which you must take, because if you don't do that, then this training may not be of much value. Please come to your Facebook page. I do hope you can see my Facebook page. I lost that thing for video panel. Okay, yes, I think. Now, if you come to your Facebook page, this is my Tambura Miners Facebook page, and you click, JKK, can you see me? I lost that panel. Can you see my Facebook page, JKK? JKK, can you see my profile page? Oh, good.
Yes, we
Thank
can.
you. Okay, thank you. So very simple. Come to your already existing Facebook page. At the far right corner, there is a plus sign. Click on that plus sign and then select create. And then come down and create a page. Okay? Come to your, for some people, it may be on the drop down. You can either choose the drop down. Some of you, I guess, the drop down will work. If it doesn't give you the opportunity to create, come to the plus sign, select on create a page. Oh God, sorry. Now, it will bring you to a clean page. But the most beautiful thing about this new page that you're going to create is already linked to your existing Facebook page. So you do not lose your existing account, but instead now you have your accounts interlinked. Obviously, there's some basic information here, which is very important for you to put. You decide whether you want to create this page with your name, or you want to give it a business, want it to be a business account. And I would highly suggest that you select a business account, because a business account has more advantages. There's your personal account, things you cannot do on your page, on your business account. So you come here, and the first thing, use the name or the organization the page is about, and that is information we must. Then it will also require you to choose a category that describes what type of organization or the topic the page represents, and you can add up to 3 things. So let's say if you're in the business of cryptos, and then use business of cryptos to finance your other dreams, whatever it is. Let me use Flo here. Maybe she also wants to continue authoring other books. She can put all this information there so that people know when they Google Flo or Google this page, they can understand about the crypto business, smart contracts, whatever it is. They can also see she's an author, and they can see which books she's authoring, which books she's reading, whatever it is. And then you can add images or contact info and other details after you create your page. So this is just a brief explanation. After you created the page, please follow the rest of the process. I will not go into all those details because it's quite a detailed process. You will see it basically will help put you out there. And when Facebook now sees what you have posted, what business you're doing, they will start putting this content exactly in front of the people that you are interested in, because they will also be able to look around and see entrepreneurs who are in this space who could be interested in this information. And before you know it, you are getting yourself in the presence of over 2 billion people. One more thing you must remember, guys: always put an email address where people who are interested in your page can contact you. You will see as part of the process flow, it will require you to put an email. Now, you may want to create maybe a different email. I don't know if you have a domain or something, or maybe you can even put your Gmail account, but it's so important because of course, you also have the messenger where people can also be able to contact you, because you want to start attracting traffic which you can directly engage with. And remember, guys, this is about attraction marketing. You want the right people who are hungry for the information or the content you have. Those are the people you want to come to you. And before you know it, instead of you going out there telling people what you're doing, people will be coming to you and telling you, I know you're doing this. How can I be part of what you're doing? So guys, please take that information very seriously. Create that FB account in case you come across challenges. I mean, I always like to Google, like, how do I create a Facebook page? You can Google and find out more. Or if you're here, you are share your details with us so that in case we need help, we can contact you. Remember, we work together as a team. So that is about creating a Facebook page. Any other questions that you think I can answer, you can just shoot them, and I'll try to answer to the best of my knowledge. But basically, remember that process. Now, the second point I wanted to look at is the importance of content. The other one is you set up a YouTube channel. I don't know how many of us here have a YouTube channel. Of course, I know JKK has a YouTube channel, and I know he's posted so much content about the business he's doing, about smart contracts, about cryptos, and all that stuff. And we love going to his YouTube channel. Now, first and foremost, please have an appreciation that YouTube is the second most popular search engine in the world today. And I was checking out information earlier. I wanted to see how many people basically visit YouTube on a daily basis. But YouTube, unlike Facebook, does not give the exact figures of how many people visit them. But what they've given is, they've said roughly, according to statistics from 2019, roughly 5 billion videos are watched daily. Guys, 5 billion videos across the world are watched daily. Now, what does that mean? It means if you are on YouTube, you stand a chance of being watched by 5 billion people. Of course, I mean, I'm imagining it's not everybody who is interested in this space. But what do you know? I might go and like something, and then I set that link on my YouTube channel, and I don't know how many people will be following me, and I don't know how many people will be following that person. And before you know it, your content is out there where it can be viewed by more people than you need. Because who needs 5 billion people? I mean, if you can be able to attract 5 billion people, you are rich. Now, the goal of having a YouTube channel is to maximize viewers. You want people to hear you. You want people to hear your voice. You want people to see you. You want to maximize on viewers. you want to maximize on subscribers to your YouTube channel, because the more subscribers you have, your word goes out there, and you want to attract traffic on your YouTube channel. Now, there are lots of links and a lot of useful information about how to set up your YouTube channel. I'll give you one particular guide that I really love. I've watched a lot of beginners guides on how to set up a YouTube channel, and but there's some where you listen and you're like, I can do this. I don't need to pay anybody. I can do this. But when you're setting up a YouTube channel, the first thing you also need to think is, do you want to create a personal brand, or do you want to create a business brand? And just like Facebook, YouTube, personal YouTube channel also has some restrictions. Okay, there's some things that you cannot do on your personal page, but you can do them on your business channel. And that is why I'd still again advocate that you go for a business branded channel. And in any case, if you create a business FB page, then it only makes sense to create a business YouTube page, because you want to interlink all these things and you want people to easily identify you. You don't want to have one name on Facebook, another name on YouTube, another on IG, another name on LinkedIn. You want people to know this is me. If they search Queen of the Queen of Cryptos, if they search me on Facebook, I would want them to know that I'm the same person on YouTube. I want them to know I'm the same person on IG. I'm the same person on whichever other social media accounts. So that is step number one. Then, of course, channel name. I emphasize that. Please carefully consider that. Carefully think about how do you want people to know you, okay? But remember, whatever name you choose, the content has to be related. And number two, you must be able to tell your viewers about your channel. Again, this process of creating allows you to tell people what is your channel all about, what are you all about, what do you want people to hear. And then one of the most important things, you create the right expectations for your viewers. And a lot of people lose a lot of business opportunities because of these expectations. Now, for example, you cannot be saying you're the queen of cryptos, and sincerely speaking, you're posting baking videos. You're like me. I love baking. I mean, for my family, I can't be posting stuff on, oh, I did, I don't know what I did today. Tomorrow I did a pizza, and I'm posting that on my crypto account, because you're gonna piss off people, lose those people, and getting them back to come and view you is going to be it's going to take time. So whatever you intend for this particular content, please stick to it. Give your viewers the right expectations. I want, once I create my YouTube channel and I'm more about cryptos, I want them to Google me or to check out about cryptos, and I want them to be directed to my wall, and I want them to get content about what am I doing in that space. Why should they follow me? That is so important. Number three, or number four, please make sure you capture keywords or key tags which will direct traffic to your page. For example, if you're in the crypto space, first of all, make sure you talk about blockchain, make sure you talk about smart contracts. You can even put something like Bitcoin, whatever you think are the things that people want to Google or check out, and they will easily, once they search that, once they type that, there's a possibility that they'll be directed to your page, because those are your key tags, okay? And then always ask people to subscribe to your channel. I mean, if you haven't added the subscription button, they will just view and disappear. I don't know whether you guys have ever checked out some YouTube channels and you're thinking, so no subscriber. Maybe the person forgot to add the subscription button, and also maybe when they were recording the content, they forgot to subscribe. People do, I love what Kiraida always tells us, people do what you tell them to do. And that is why most of the successful people on YouTube, they will always remind you in the middle of what they are talking about. They will tell you, subscribe down here. okay, so that you don't forget. So those are some of the things you must always. The other thing is you must add your links to social media accounts. If you're on other social media accounts, like you're on Facebook, you're on LinkedIn, you're on Pinterest, add those links there, because it's easy for people to click on those links, especially if you want them to check something out, to other people's links. Like if you have somebody you think is a role model, you look up to them, and you know, I'm looking at Keraida and I'm thinking, oh, Keraida is so successful in this, I want people to associate me with Keraida. Then you can add Keraida link. Sorry, my internet is okay. You can add somebody else's link so that people can easily check that person out, because again, Keraida may have more audience than what I have. So just being able to tap into his audience is also very important. And then once again, please make sure your channel has an, that's one of the things that most people forget to do. And this email address is so important for engagement, because it's not everybody who want to post those comments that are usually public. They may want to directly engage you and they want specific question. So please make sure you create and avail an email address for engagement, and constantly review your email address is the one you provided, because you do not want to lose anybody who came looking for you. So those are some of the things that you must make sure are taken care of in your YouTube channel. And this is not to say that this is an exhaustive list. I was just trying to figure out what are some of the basic things that we need and we do not want to forget. So those are two things that you must do. You must create your Facebook account, this call, and then you must be able to create a YouTube. Now, once you have created a YouTube channel, remember the most important thing: film videos and upload them. Guys, there's no, I mean, a YouTube channel is of no value if you're not recording yourself and telling people what you want them to hear, and you let them see you. So there are so many people out there who can help you with good content creation. They can help you take, record those videos and edit them properly. So please take advantage of them. There may be a small upfront cost. You can, although if you have a good camera, you can actually do this at home. But if you're like me, who is I'm a bit of a dwarf when it comes to technology, you might just need a bit of a little upfront cost, but it's gonna pay you. And remember, at the end of the day, we want people who are watching this video to we want somebody who is already prepared, looking, who is in smart contracts that I can engage. And before you know it, you have more people than you need. Now, there, like I've said, there are so many videos on how to create YouTube channel, but there is this one particular video that I really appreciate, love, because I've been watching this guy and I'm like, even for Shosh, I know Shosh is on this call, who may be thinking, oh, can I be able to do this thing for myself? There's a guy called Justin Brown of Primo Videos. He has given a beginner's guide called How to Create a YouTube Channel 2020 Beginner's Guide by Justin Brown. Please listen to him among many other people. He sort of takes you through a step-by-step action point. You move from here, do this, put this here, blah, blah, blah. And before you know it, you have successfully created your YouTube channel. Remember, that's just a reference. Now, the third one, because I know I talk a lot and I do not want to cross the 20, by 10 I should be done, even after Q&A. The other account you must create is an IG account, and I mean Instagram account. And I know Instagram is more of a photo-based application, yes. But remember again, IG is owned by Facebook. And today, IG has over 500 platform every day. And remember the other beauty of IG. It's an app that is on the move. I mean, like, people are in a mat, to IG. They're having lunch, they go to IG because IG is sort of, I don't know, very captivating. And you see people who use IG, the way they make themselves so unforgettable and they make themselves look so sophisticated. And that's basically what you need to do. Now, the beauty of using IG, especially when you're promoting a business, is that IG helps you to give a story that makes your business relatable. And what do I mean by that? On Facebook, you can talk about your business and go on and on and on and on about your business. On YouTube, you can talk about your business and go on and on. But IG sort of put people can see, oh, she's the one, this is a person, and they can relate, and you can tell your story. You can go and see, like when we're having a Zoom, you can like take a video of a live session and post so that people can see and feel that these are normal, ordinary human beings like me who are in Kenya, and this is what they are doing. And oh, if they're doing that, I think I can also do it. Something like that. The other most beautiful thing about IG is that you can partner with the influencers. And I found this to be such a profound principle. Most of us may not even be aware that we can actually partner with influencers. And by influencers, I mean online celebrities who often promote a brand or a product and they take it to the mainstream. Now, if you get a dependable influencer, they can take your sales, they can make your sales skyrocket like you've never imagined. And also, the other most important thing is they will bring you to demographics that you normally not be able to reach on yourself. Most of these influencers, these people we all like to watch and follow, they have this crazy following. Crazy, like you wonder, my God, people have nothing to do. They're just watching this person when they are going to the bathroom, going to the kitchen, they're going to a train station. People are crazy about these guys. If you can get such a person and you with them and they endorse what you're doing, imagine they'll be taking your content right in front of all those crazy people who follow them, people you may never be able to reach on your own. What would that do for your business, guys? And remember, people buy you. So the most probably those your product, not because of this influencer. They'll start asking, oh my God, if this person is doing this, I also can do. And then now, because you partner, this person is able to direct that traffic to you and tell you, now these are the people, these are the results. It's up to if the person may not even be so much into what you're doing, but they endorse it. And that is a very, very, very powerful thing to do. So you need to start asking yourself, especially if you're on IG, who are those watch before you close, before you go to bed, sorry. How can you take advantage of their presence on social media to help you build your business? Then, of course, also on IG, please make sure you use hashtags to increase your hashtags. Remember, these are the things people search out. So, like if you're in blockchain, those like a word like blockchain, it has to consist. If you have people who are interested in blockchain or crypto or Binance or Bitcoin, whatever it is, keep using those hashtags because that is what traffic to you. Now, the other thing about now the use of hashtags, of course, will help to separate, to differentiate. Remember, again, Instagram is also a very crowded space. You don't just want your account to be there, you want your account to stand out. The other thing is, please effectively engage with your customers. And I remember Shiro even broke down the times when we should post, when we should not post. Yeah, we'll take note of that. You want your content to have as many likes and comments because that is what attracts traffic. Remember, I think has taught me over time that there's something called reverse psychology. You want people to people want to like a controversial issue. That's what they like. If you like a controversial issue somewhere, that is what people like. Put it, sneak it somewhere, which will make majority of the people come because all you want to come to your page. You want them to see what it is that you're doing. If all you post is, oh, how Bitcoin is doing so well, people find that stuff boring. Make sure you tell them something that will make them think, okay, let me check this out. They say negative news sells the best. I'm not saying we post negative news, think about what will bring people to your page. Then, of course, use high quality photos. Don't always post selfies in a studio. Take a nice picture like the one Kiraide projects here for us. I mean, in a nice suit, or maybe sometimes he shows us his photos when he's playing golf. I mean, because then there are people who may not like you in a polo shirt, but they like you in a suit. So decide how do you want to appear before people. And then, of course, you also partner with other brands. And this one, guys, you need to carefully think about it. You know, you may just want to drive your blockchain business and smart contracts, blah, 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 blah. No, I mean, people want brands that sell. How about you look for somebody else who is completely out of the space you're in, but somehow people can relate the two businesses, and you partner with that other brand. As people are checking that brand out, then they will come across you. And that is what Jeremy James talks about. He says, rarely will you hear them talking about Forsage. They will research another company or another product or another something, especially they consider to be part of competition. They will research it and then they will make a comment about it. But in the process, they bring in what they are doing. And guess what? What will have attracted the people to them is not necessarily what they were doing, but the comment. This other thing they are talking about will bring people. They want to hear. Okay, so what is this guy saying about this other thing? And then in the process, they won't even know how the conversation switched and changed into what they are doing. And before you know it, you have the right people. Now, also, IG gives you an opportunity to be creative. I will not overemphasize that. Make sure you link your IG account to all your other social media accounts. Those are things you must do so that people can be on your IG and then they click a link and they find you on YouTube, and they click a link and they find you on Facebook, and they find you, I don't know, wherever else you want to be found. Those are basic things that you must do. Now, that I believe should help you if you're not ready, if you're not like me who wants to sit and say, okay, let me create this account. Maybe you want to engage somebody to create that account for you. Please remember those basic things. They cannot be missing in your account, because this account is not just about posting that I was in Santorini. This is an account to attract business partners who will come in the future. So in summarizing my training today, I want you to learn to duplicate success. And how do you learn to duplicate success? First and foremost, ask yourself, who are you following on social media? Please, going forward, identify successful people in your chosen field. Okay, I know I quoted Jeremy James here because I've been crazy about this guy. I'm really trying to come to terms with all this attraction marketing because I'm used to chasing people, but now I want to switch from chasing people to being chased. That's what I want. And that's what attraction marketing is all about. So identify for yourself, who are the people that you follow on all these social media platforms. Number two, borrow what they say and do. For example, this Jeremy James and his team on attraction marketing, they have a video done by his partner Mike, which is called Mike's process used to generate 800 Ethereum in 90 days. If you have not seen that video, please go and look for it. Because if this guy was able to generate 800 Ethereums in 90 days, why do you want to reinvent the wheel? Borrow what he did, and they have no problem with you actually even copying their content. You just customize it a little and paste it on your page. And if it has worked, guys, why do you want to reinvest the wheel? Borrow from them. Number two, go to their Facebook page and they have like a write-up on what they said prospect. And then when somebody becomes a customer, they have something they said them, copy it. They have no problem with you copying it as long as it's going to work for you. Number two, I'm not just talking about Jeremy James. I'm also talking about the people in our community here in Kenya locally. If you have identified, let's say Uncle Migwe has recorded this crazy success, and you really, really, really want to get that kind of success, call Uncle Migwe, ask him, how are you able to get what you have gotten? Because that's what I'm aspiring to get, and I haven't gotten there yet. Borrow what he does. If for him word of mouth works best, ask him, what do you tell people? How can I duplicate exactly what you have said? Even you can even record him when he's talking and practice what he's saying over and over and over again. Just say it to the customers, because if it has worked for him, why not? Let it work for you. Number two, customize content to sell to the prospects. Now that was based on like what other people have posted. You can customize yours, so you make it yours, you personalize it in a way that people can relate it with you. But remember, the content may not necessarily have been yours. Then please, the other thing, hang out with people who have, that one is not okay. Hang out with, I hope my internet is okay. Hang out with people that have what you need. If they spend more of their time on Zoom, like nowadays, Shiro is always on Zoom at lunch hour. Are you there? If you need to do a face-to-face session so that you hang out with them when they are going to see their clients, if it allows and if it's applicable, guys, create the time. Participate in team events. Like now, if I was to ask you, in the last 1 month, what has there been any team activity? Maybe you are aware, maybe you're not. I don't know. Find out. Do what these people are doing, whether they are online or they're in real life, because all we want to do is duplicate somebody else's success. Because if it has worked for them, why can't it work for you? And then, as you follow the right people on social media, please let your time count. And why is this point important? Because most of us, we spend a lot of time on social media, IG, Facebook, wherever else, liking other people's comments, following people, posting pictures, and no manner of things that are not paying us. Let us move from there. Let us differentiate ourselves. We set ourselves aside. Let people like us. Let people follow us. Because when they do that, that may translate to business, and that is all that matters. Today, I think Facebook is one of the most misused application on the planet. Because who gives a damn about what people wear? Unless you run a clothing line, what does it matter what people wear? Because you like it, and then what? The person was smart. Some of those people you are liking, they're being paid for their likes, and you just helped them get paid. What did you get paid? Start a clothing line. Then like people when they wear your clothes, because that way they promote your business. So that for me is what I had for tonight. Please, guys, these are things we must implement. This is not theory, this is practical. Implement it, and believe you me, in a years to come, I want to say this, and I will say it loud and clear. In a year's time, our lives will be barely recognizable. It can only be barely recognizable if we put some of these action steps into practice. So I think that's what I had for today. I hope you have gained some value. We shall continue to research more and to put a lot more trainings here that are relevant and applicable. But again, this is practical. Put it into use. Now, if you have any question, you can ask me. I will also, I believe this call is being recorded. I know that JKK will share it, or Uncle Migo will share it to the group. And guys, nobody has monopoly of any knowledge or any ideas. We can share. You share what you know, I share what I know. We help each other. And oh, one more thing I forgot. Please make sure you invite all the members of this community to your walls, because first and foremost, these are going to be the people who are going to move your business, because we are already in the same space. Make sure you keep sharing with people what you're doing. Once you create your YouTube channels, post it here on our Fast and Furious page so that we can like it. And when guys we see this, let's like and support each other. Let's grow together, and let us make attraction marketing the way forward. We cannot always be chasing people. So I want to open the session to any Q&A in case there is any, or any feedback. You can say it if you liked anything, if you liked my makeup or my glasses, whatever. You can, you can say it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Any questions or comments?
Wow, I would just say that's amazing, amazing and amazingly delivered. Thank you so much. Yes, of course, you are top. Well, I mean, your makeup is killing it also. But I think I'll leave others to comment on that. But this is amazing. This I have taken screenshots after screenshot after screenshot. I will review them, put them very nicely, and follow each one of these to the later. In fact, just as people are, we are welcoming comments and so on. I would like probably to use this forum to tell, probably to let us do a complete setup of all our social media handles. Um, so I would like, is Anshiro here? Anshiro, you are on?
Yes, I am, JKK.
Yeah, could we, as a team, appoint you with your permission? We all send you our privately, I mean on WhatsApp, our Instagram handle, our YouTube handle, but if any, Facebook handle, and Twitter handle, if any, and all that, so that now for each one of us who is here, we can have that available, maybe on a spreadsheet. Then we will make sure that also in the Facebook, in the WhatsApp group, that all the members, we have all those handles there. Then we like each other. We make sure that all of us like each other in all the social media platforms, so that whenever we post something, especially something that is relevant to our information, we can like it, we can spread the word around. As you mentioned at some point, I think in your training last week, we probably may need to come up with one tag that will identify us, whether it's a specific picture that we can be using with maybe some tag on it. And remember, I think there are some other platforms that were using a tag like that, and it was quite famous for them. So I think we can come up with something like that. I don't know, with the permission of many people here, and with your permission, whether we can actually do that. That's my comment.
Yes, yeah, that's okay, JKK. That's fine. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Right, so all of us from today, make sure that you have a Facebook handle, an Instagram handle, and all the other social media. Please pass them over to Shiro. Then she will compile a complete list. Then we make sure that each one of us will like every other person on that list. Then we can now be promoting each other's posts. And like today, I think the things that I posted today on the WhatsApp group, I think were things that we could easily also post on our social media pages. So we could always be using some of these things that we find relevant to post around. So I think that's my comment. Let me now allow other people to make their comments or questions as they could be.
Awesome. Thank you, JKK. Yes. So guys, any questions? Anybody with a question or a comment? Say something. And thank you for those who like my makeup and glasses. I appreciate the comments. Okay, guys.
Bernard Greida, we have not had you for a while. Can you come on camera and tell us some good things that you've been cooking of late?
Thank you, Nyambura. That was a super powerful training. Of course, I took lots and lots of notes. And of course, definitely this coming week, my social media will be looking completely different. So thank you very much. On behalf of everyone who was on the call, I believe it was of a lot of value. And thank you for your time. And also thank you for putting it very passionately. Asante sana, and God bless you. Good evening, everyone.
All right, thank you, BK.
Okay,
So
Thomas,
yeah, guys.
Ngomikwi, I think will close for us.
Thank you so much. Yes, please.
Thomas, where are you? And then Ngomikwi, I think will close for us.
Thank you so much. Super amazing about social media, of course. Welcome to our world for the people who don't use social media. Yes, Mr. JKK, you're getting there. You're getting there. So thank you so much, and thank you for every single person who shared. Thank you to Queen. That was really amazing. And yes, I can see that people want to leverage on social media. Yes. So thank you so much. And I think over back to you.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you. JKK, allow me. I think we have a guest who may be going back to the US shortly. I hope he's still on the call. David Kak, Pastor Kak. Tell us, we want you to carry our message back to our people out there. Please say something before we give it to Uncle Megwe to close for us. Is Pastor Kak on the call? I believe so. Pastor Kak, are you on the call? Okay, maybe he's not. So, do Uncle Megwe kindly close for us? Close for us the call. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Queen, for that, and everybody who has really contributed to this call, JKK, Bernard, Thomas, and everybody. In fact, I keep saying, and we know that the first step to change is awareness. And now that we know what we need to do, and especially like the social media, it has been there. And you can imagine capitalizing on 5 billion people. I think that is the greatest leverage that social media is going to give us. So as now that we are aware, the second step towards change is understanding. Now, it means, remember, most of the time, whatever you hear, you forget. What you see, you remember. And what you do, you understand. So a lot of us, we've had this information. If we do not put this information to action, then it will definitely go into waste. So I think I have a Facebook page. I will add a business page. I have an IG. I don't know the last time I checked. I need to do something about it so that I understand through use, because I'll be interactive. And I'm looking forward. I have one of my boys who is very good on social media. He has a YouTube channel. And I think I'll sit with him and we come up with mine. So yes, and the other thing is, the other step to change is disassociation. We walk away from the things that are not building our business. And like you said, the Queen, is like people will be looking at us and they will be wondering, what is it that we did? And the tools have been handed to us. Let's go to work and do it, and do it big. Thank you so much. Have a great night, and God bless you all. Asanteni sana.
Okay, thank you so much, Uncle Megwe, and everybody else, guys, even for staying with us all the way through. God bless you. JKK, please close the meeting. God bless you. Have a fruitful week ahead.
So thank you very much. I think we really appreciate everyone. I just want to remind people we are still open at Kileleshwa for those who want to take advantage of the low prices of BNB right now. Please come. We will sort you out at Kileleshwa. If you need the pin to where we are at Kileleshwa, kindly get in touch with somebody else who knows. And let's rock this week and make sure that we are completely ready for the launch of BNB. So thank you, good night, and God bless.